Hello, salutations, what it do? This is Dr. Gamer, all father, do-rag gang. Know the vibes, like the subscribe, let's get it. What's up, do-rag nation? We got JJ in the house. What's up, Docky? What it do, Scott? Kevin? What's up, Blue? Yard Heart? Shout out to you, brother. What's up, ATM? What it do? I'm Soul. What's up, Shadow Widow? What's up, Beastly? Yo, what's up, Jack? What's going on? Big shout out to Yard Hearts, our latest member. What's up, Jav? Just got Reverberation Breaker with Valor Precision. My man. So we're about to watch the recap of this Xbox Marvel's Avengers stream. I didn't know what was going on because they didn't really promote it, and I was taking a nap anyway. But apparently we got another blunder. Apparently they accidentally brought up She-Hulk, who is not supposed to be official, you know, because leaks are fake. So this should be entertaining at the very least. So we're gonna recap this just to see what's good. What's up, that boy? Think they should release Bucky next, Lord Mar. All right. Almost died when he said who his voice coach was, bruh. This game, bro. I'm telling you. You already watched this casual? Well, I didn't watch it at all, so I'm going to be watching it.
Is taking over once again and bringing you some excellent, awesome Marvel Avengers. I just love this game so much.
What, that War Machine?
Had and so much to be seen in it. So many new characters coming down the pipeline, and every character comes out blows my mind.
Imagine a Black Bolt. That'd be interesting.
And the game is coming along. It's far from the first time we've seen the game. Story mode has been incredible. I can't wait for more expansion.
How do you get read the Yarder sale?
I can't do this alone.
You can buy it at the vendors. That's where I got mine.
Avengers in the chat to learn more about.
If you want to do the offline method,
there's a little snippet down there.
It was in the chat. It was in Wakanda yesterday.
Placing that. If you want to know more about me, is there as well.
And the wreath was in the helicarrier on the 28th.
Without further ado, we'll get right into it. Now,
what if She-Hulk is the friends we made along the way?
About Black Panther and all the cool stuff that was going on with Avengers.
Yeah, they had an L box stream. That's why no one knew about it.
5 and 4. We finally got us a character across the board, and that's Jane Foster. And I can't talk about this alone because I brought a special guest. You guessed it.
The wreath is in one Avengers for you today. Oh, nice. Yeah, the offline. Yeah, you can get it on any offline dates, but
yeah, man, happy to be here.
It's usually in the vendor.
See you and be here on the Xbox channel, showing off what we got.
Yeah, I'm so happy to be here with you again. Well, you know, it's like when I got the email, I was like, absolutely, you know, like, what are you asking me for? Set me up. This is awesome. Yeah. It's always great to see
one Loki, Scarlet Witch.
Because, you know, as I told a lot of people,
we're talking realistically who's going to be next, who should come next.
Because it's a large IP, you have the big crowds, you have the new fans, the
Quicksilver,
fans,
not officially a thing,
comics, the people that
but
know comics, and you have to please.
It is a possibility,
and also you have to be a fan yourself. So if you don't mind, take a little bit of time to tell people about yourself that are brand new to the channel.
Sure. My name is Brian Wagner. I'm lead designer on Marvel's Avengers here at Crystal Dynamics. Huge Marvel fan, have been forever. Have worked on other Marvel games, worked at Marvel for a while.
What's up, LaShawn?
So I have lived and breathed Marvel for most
possible,
of my
not probable
career.
Love it. I love it. You might hear Thor talking in the background there. But anyway,
he wants to introduce himself too.
Yeah. That's awesome. And you know, being a fan of the games and being a fan of the projects is very, very important when it comes to anything in development. I mean, same thing for content creators. We tell people all the time, everyone asks, what's the goal of content creating and how do you survive this land? I'm like, you have to enjoy what you do.
I'm just watching just to see
stuff. I assume
the accidental She-Hulk reveal.
To land that job yet. Who knows what's coming down the pipeline, but to jump in to be now lead design, because last time we talked, you had a different title.
Yeah, this Bucky before She-Hulk gonna be mad. So same.
A few things have changed, but yeah.
So can you tell me the difference between systems designer and lead designer?
Yeah, so right now I am overseeing all aspects of the game design process. So whether it's a war zone or whether it's a hero or whether it is, you know, different systems that we add.
It's so funny that the more they try to say Miller is wrong,
a wonderful team of
the more he's proven to be right.
Amazing. And I assume the relationship between you and your designers are like really solid. It feels good when you don't have to like sit there and reteach everything, when you have everybody has the same goal. I mean, it's survival of the fittest out here in the gaming world for everybody, and it's really, I really.
Technique seems always excited. He's a good host.
The company is passion. You guys, everyone I've met.
He's really good at pretending to be excited.
Love what you work on, and let's go ahead and show the game while we keep talking. I can talk to you all day. This will end up being a 2-hour interview if I'm not. I'm here to let's play.
He's just an enthusiastic guy.
We're gonna swap over to the game itself. And here we are. Oh, look at Jane Foster. Yes, you know me. I have to have every outfit thrown in the game. When I knew we were doing this, I was just like, so which outfit should I buy? Because I'm gonna buy them all anyway. I don't even know why I asked.
Yeah, and that's your challenge card outfit. So
yes.
What's up, Laajune? Today was a nice day.
My favorite things.
Holy, not for Brian apparently. Holy.
To embark on missions constantly, because in game. Or even
Sings
game,
Miller isn't wrong because those data mods he found are right.
Lead designer, what goes in?
I heard about the clip. I'm just watching the recap because I want to see it live.
For all people that play the game.
You're saying what do we do?
Yeah. What's the process of making sure the game loop stays fresh?
Yeah, we're constantly evaluating.
Oh no, they legit hate Miller.
Never just
it's not a joke.
Something and
they actually hate Miller.
So. We're constantly reevaluating a lot of our systems, getting feedback from players on
that's at the end of the stream.
They like what they don't like, and then we slot in updates and changes to some of that stuff. So it's the thing you do. That maybe they recognize it from the comics, but that's also a big part of
let me skip ahead.
Story in our game. So yeah, I love it. That's one of the great things about working on an IP like this is being able to.
I'm gonna be playing a little bit of Avengers after this.
Other experiences with these characters in these worlds that they may not otherwise.
I gotta keep farming before the event runs out.
Since you brought that up, is the relationships between characters.
Hate is the wrong word.
Something that
it's appropriate.
May think is small, but is really huge in a game like this. Just being able to have the interaction between characters and having that relationship be informed. What are some favorite relationships? Because I know that I believe this Jane Foster and Kamala Khan has a pretty tight relationship.
Yeah, and that's one thing that I always suggest people do, like whenever a new hero releases, which is, not only just play the hero.
I want to see it organically.
Walk around the helicarrier, go talk to other heroes. Do missions that have elevators and elevator banner to hear them talk to each other, and different outposts where you can go talk to the heroes as well and hear their interactions.
Relatively organically.
That's something that our narrative team does a really good job at, and it's very important for us to make sure that. Well, yes, this is it's a super.
We're just
to feel like a superhero.
Looking at this Xbox stream.
I also want you to feel something, right? Like that's the power.
I think it was before this.
And that's the power of good narrative, which is it makes you feel something. And there's times where like I listen to part of a
lot of people understand you guys just want to do this sometimes, but you gotta make those cogs work.
Yeah, everything's about just like anything else. How much time or money does it take to do it?
When you leave on the 7th, you spend
what can we do in the time and with the
all days dragging them on Twitter.
And so
holy
evaluate like, okay, what can we do in this amount of time or that amount of time with these resources, or what would it take to be able to do more? What other resources would we need? So that's what game design's all about, trying to figure out how to do the best with the resources that you have, or figure out a way to get the resources that you need.
Yep. Oh my goodness gracious! I
Holy.
just popped my old
Someone get you?
He double hit me with his cannons.
His Jane needs some milk. Holy.
Oh my goodness.
Holy, this man on the struggle bus.
Yes.
This man is riding the struggle bus.
And what I'll do is I'll show you. I love this outfit so much, but I always try to, every showcase, I always try to show you different outfits. So I'll show you the different outfits, maybe even like her default outfit, and so you get to see the range Crystal Dynamics goes. Now, speaking about outfits, one thing that I absolutely love, and I feel like every time I log onto the game, I have to buy a new one. The MCU outfits. How pleasing is it to have those in the game? Because
When Resolve 2 is all
in-game outfit.
He definitely don't know the cheese.
I love it. I don't think it's ever coming off of them. And the Iron Man outfits that you guys put in.
They are incredibly detailed, and that's one of the things I love about our game, which is like we can. I hate using the same term again, but like it's another power fantasy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like we can pay off that
Sub-Series boy.
experience of, hey, I want to play as my favorite MCU character, because we're the cool, and this is why I love working on Marvel games, is like there's so much comic history that we can pull from in terms of outfits. There's MCU
Going through all
history,
Jane's outfits,
constantly
all
new.
three of them.
New ones coming in at a constant rate.
Ain't even
on
unlocked
both
the free ones
sides.
yet.
And so it just gives us a lot of opportunities.
This man capping. He didn't.
They love to tell us what they want to see. And
He talking about he buying all this.
Which outfit?
He's saying he buying all the outfits as soon as he go in the game, bro. He ain't even unlocked the challenge card. Holy.
It's an embarrassment of riches, I like to say.
They didn't even give him the full challenge card.
Indeed. This.
Imagine.
So I just switched her outfit for you guys. It's one of my.
Bruh, they didn't even give him the whole challenge card.
The black. I'm still working on the black.
Oh my god.
Variant of the other outfit. I want to make a correction here. I did not die. I got knocked down. Okay.
He took a little rest.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta take a knee.
They couldn't send him some credits. I mean, oh my god, caught it 4K. Holy.
I think so.
Hey yo.
The time is already passed.
Caught in app.
251 my time.
Caught in 8K.
We got time for one more, right? Xbox.
This man caught in 2140.
Funny fact about She-Hulk. I don't know if I can say this. I think it was public knowledge. I'll just say this.
Oh nope.
Okay, I don't like the face of Bryce. Maybe I shouldn't say it. I think it's public now. She announced it. Okay, so my acting coach. I act, guys. I'm in the world of acting. I call it the world of getting denied.
Oh no. Oh no.
You always land the roles that you don't think you're gonna get, and you don't land the roles you really want. My acting coach is actually the voice of She-Hulk.
Oh no.
I'll say her name because I don't know if that was public knowledge yet.
Even She-Hulk ain't public knowledge. Holy, it's crazy.
We've never announced She-Hulk. We don't announce things,
Oh, then never mind.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's true or not, but
Hey yo. Yo. Yo, Brian's face. Oh my god. Yo. Oh my god. Oh no. Shout out Miller, bro. Oh no. Oh no. He's about to send the goon. Brian about to send the goons.
The source. Then never mind.
Yeah.
I don't know if that, my acting coach is actually the voice of She-Hulk, and I won't say her name because maybe I should.
Okay.
Yeah. How long do we have? We got one. We got time for one more, right? Xbox.
Yo, Brian's face, bro.
Funny. You want a funny fact about She-Hulk? I don't know if I can say this. I think it was public knowledge. I'll just say this. Okay, I don't like the face of Brian's face. Maybe I shouldn't say it. I think it's public now. She announced it. Okay, so my acting coach.
She did announce it.
I'm in the world of acting. I call it the world of getting denied in auditions.
She did not announce it.
You always play the roles that you don't think you're gonna get, and you
Brian.
you really want.
Brian is furious.
My acting coach is actually the voice of She-Hulk.
Brian is big
And I
mad.
won't say her name because I don't know if that was.
None of this is public knowledge.
It was announced. But I don't know.
Nope. We've never announced She-Hulk. We don't announce things. You know.
Oh, then never mind.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's
Announce things. We don't do that. We don't do that here. We don't do that
the
here.
source will be right.
We announce
in the
nothing.
future, but I'm not gonna try to pull it out of Brian.
Yeah. No. We're. You know,
We
we're
announced
working on our next hero, who we haven't, said who it's going to be yet. Well, there will be a time for that. We're focused right now on, kind of celebrating the work
Holy.
that you did on Jane, and making sure, doing things like this where people can
They're
see
about,
that.
you're about to see a new. Next time we're going to see Greg. Greg going to be the host next time. They're going to fight.
Who's next?
All right. Well, I'm down for seeing it. I'm down for seeing whatever I can see. I just know whoever you guys gonna bring is gonna hit home.
They know. Oh no. So, yeah. Obviously, She-Hulk has not been officially announced, unless you count Miller as an official source, which I do. But he's not officially Crystal Dynamics. She-Hulk was not officially announced. What he's referring to is Kritia Bajos, who is a voice actress who Miller accidentally baited. Well, I don't even say accidentally. Miller straight up baited her into revealing that not only is She-Hulk coming to Marvel's Avengers, but she's the voice actress. I don't know when they told Miller. I don't know how Miller found out, but he found out Kritia Bajos was the voice actress for She-Hulk. And he posted on Twitter, "Congratulations, Kritia Bajos." And she thought it was an official announcement, so she liked his tweet and retweeted with a green heart. And then she must have got a call from Crystal Dynamics, because then she deleted it. So ever since then, it's been like is a very open secret that She-Hulk is coming. But yeah, he definitely messed up. He did not get the memo that was not an official reveal. He clearly does not follow, bro. That's what I'm saying. He's really good at faking his enthusiasm. Like, maybe he's just a naturally enthusiastic guy. He definitely is capping about how much he follows Avengers, bro. Anyone that follows Avengers knows the Kritia Bajos thing was not official at all. It was Miller leaking it. They did not confirm it at all. And he's like, "Oh yeah, She-Hulk is my voice actor coach. She announced it. That's public knowledge, right?" Yeah, literally, like, She-Hulk was not announced. But yes, the voice actress who Miller leaked is public knowledge. Holy. Oh my god. And he definitely does not buy all the skins, because he doesn't even have the full challenge card unlocked. It's very like, yeah, I'm gonna show all the skins. Like, he got the level 1 challenge card skin, and he skated. Holy, that's funny. Shout out to Technique for once again confirming that She-Hulk is indeed coming to Marvel's Avengers. That's all I wanted to see. That was worth it though. Holy, that was funny. Oh my goodness. They cannot catch a break. She-Hulk show is supposed to be mid-August. This year stream when it went down. Bro, that's why I wanted to see it live. Oh, no, I wish I saw it live, but that still hit. That was hilarious. Bro, if I was watching that live, I would have been crying. Is reverb Stormbreaker worth it for Thor? It's only a good perk if you use vibranium. If you don't use vibranium on your build, then you don't really need it. Chris asked us, we're trying to use the no hype until last minute so that you can't be called out for stuff when it's not working / not there. Avengers can't catch a break. Go ahead and release Bucky. So it seems like they're implying that Bucky is going to be next to kind of, I guess they're trying to throw us off, but it's probably still She-Hulk because they can dance around the wording that Brian used is like, oh, the combat is going to be different. Well, they're not going to be another Echo. Well, it's going to be the same. What's up, Harold? We did a recap of the Xbox stream where they accidentally the host of the Xbox stream with Brian covering Marvel's Avengers accidentally confirmed She-Hulk. That was pretty hilarious. Like they're trying to throw off the scent that She-Hulk is next. Like there are conflicting reports, but logically it makes sense for She-Hulk to be next. I mean, it's just good brand synergy. Obviously, everyone that follows the game knew She-Hulk was coming. That was milk next to Miller. But they just keep it's such an open secret that maybe they're figuring like, okay, well, if we release Bucky next, that'll throw people off. It'll just cost them the brand synergy. But She-Hulk is I think I gotta kind of understand their perspective, like, because Miller brought this up before when he found out about Jane Foster. Miller was like, he doesn't like that they're doing Jane Foster because they're going to get the wrong impression that She-Hulk is going to be an Echo character when she's not. Like Jane is not. Jane is an Echo character, more of an Echo character, but She-Hulk is not an Echo character. Her combat is going to be completely different, and her animations are going to be completely different from Hawk's. It's going to be more like the difference between Kate and Hawkeye. But because of Jane Foster, if they roll out She-Hulk, they're going to be like, oh, Echo character. So it kind of makes sense to go Bucky first, even if you're missing out on the synergy, because then you won't have that narrative of they only release Echo characters. And maybe even the synergy thing might not be as big a deal, even though it's something they should still go for, because I don't know, maybe the She-Hulk show is a complete disaster, which it looks like it might be. But still, you still want that synergy. So I don't know how they're going to handle this, but they should definitely still. I think they should definitely still release She-Hulk first. But if they're committed to Bucky, I wouldn't mind it, because I'm very interested in Bucky. More so, combat-wise, I'm more interested in Bucky than She-Hulk. Bucky is going to play like Black Widow / Cap. How is he going to play like Cap? I understand people that are saying he's going to play like Black Widow. Like I see people trying to run with that. How's he going to play like? How exactly is he going to play like Captain America? They have completely different fighting styles. I understand people that say Black Widow because he's going to have guns, even though his guns are going to be completely different from Black Widow's. But how is he going to play like Widow? He doesn't have. He's not as agile as Widow. He doesn't have. He's not going to have invisibility. He's not going to have a bow staff or anything. Like why? Where are people getting that from? You need She-Hulk ASAP. Feel like it would be dumb to miss out on the opportunity not to cross promote. True. That's why I'm thinking he's a super soldier. Yeah, okay. There are a lot of super soldiers in fiction. Doesn't mean they're going to play like Captain America. Captain America is a completely different fighter than Bucky. So they're both superhumans, but Captain America fights with his shield. Bucky has been known to use guns, knives. He has a metal arm. Like you can literally describe, by that logic, you literally describe any melee character, any character that has superhuman abilities that uses martial arts as Captain America. Doesn't make. I don't understand that logic. Yeah, every character in the game has melee. That's what I'm saying. Like, do you mean that? Like are you saying that he's going to have a Brooklyn Brawler type? Like they're completely different fighting styles. That's why I'm like, I see a lot of this where they're like, oh, he's just going to be a Captain America. Like, how? He's going to use his metal arm. He's going to throw. Is he going to throw his arm? Is that how he's going to shield throw his arm? He's going to rip off his arm, Wakanda like in Wakanda, and just throw it like a frisbee at AIM robots and kick it back. Like, how is he going to be like Captain America? I don't see it. They both have super strength. They both have superpower. They're both superhumans. Like, okay. Like, what? So, he'll snap his metal arm, spin it. Okay, he can use his arm to block. Okay. So he's a super soldier and he has a block. Captain America Echo confirmed. like what? That's so weird. BP like Cap and Bucky. Yep. BP just like Cap. Just like him. An agile cat-like fighter, just like Cap. Did you hear him slip it up? Yeah, we just watched it. He's gonna have Brooklyn Brawler. He's gonna shoot in Brooklyn Brawler. He's gonna shoot with his left hand, and he's gonna detach his arm and throw it at AIM at robots with a light combo in the other arm. In the other. Like, come on, bro. Where's MODOK? He's apparently hiding in cloning labs. Apparently have a rifle of some sort that makes him instantly different. Yeah, according to the leaks, his weapon is going to be a special rifle that he can add different attachments to so that he can get different effects. Like he'll do a quick mod and suddenly he'll have a grenade launcher or something. So I think we'll get his Cap skin. I have no idea when it comes to comic book skins, I have no idea. obviously there's very little we know about Bucky, but Marvel's Avengers, if you follow all their character releases, pretty much the same. They have an MCU skin. They have MCU skins planned out. They pick some notable comic book skins to roll out with, and they have an iconic skin that they make that's original. As far as what specific comic book skins, that's anyone's guess. They've done a combination of obscure comic book skins to recognizable comic book skins. We just don't know. Arm throw with the grenade launcher. Hey, there we go. He's gonna swing like Spider-Man. Bucky has a Cap skin in the comics. I mean, yeah, we know that he used to be Captain America. Yes, we know. Bucky, Falcon, they've all had runs in the comics where they took up the mantle of Captain America. And of course, Falcon is the current Captain America in the MCU. So Miller assumed Bucky was going to be after She-Hulk, but Crystal Dynamics seems to be implying that, well, you never know, like as if they're going to pass up on the cross promotion and just release She-Hulk later instead just do Bucky. They should add Moon Knight. Pass. Bucky and Punisher used to be Cap, hiding the Glock and the shield. Bucky's gonna fly like Thor with his rifle changing into a hammer. Bucky and Punisher used to be Cap, hiding the Glock and the shield. Then Punisher became War Machine. They're gonna hodgepodge Doctor Strange using Thor, Iron Man, and Hulk assets in the game. That would be an interesting combination. What if they give what if they recycle Hawkeye's heroics again, like they did for Jane, and Bucky's ultimate is basically the hunter's arrow, except with his arm. He just throws his arm and it bounces around the screen and follows him while he shoots an AK with his hermated hand. Yo, they be saying anything. Don't give them ideas. They write it down. They writing it down. Yeah, they still got some development time. We just watch the stream, Crystal Dynamics. I'll give you some pointers on how to make sure Bucky is different. They should get Matt Mercer to voice Bucky. I'm going to shoot Repulsor. How would She-Hulk combat look? Apparently, they're going to introduce some new mechanics with She-Hulk, where her kit is based a lot around grappling and throwing. So she'll be grappling and throwing enemies and slamming them together, stuff like that. Bucky's all they should just do super punches. Just Falcon punch. Do I want Stormbreaker? Not really at this point. Especially not if it's going to break anything. It was just a fun thought that they could try, but I think people are a little too obsessed with Stormbreaker. At this point, I would rather them spend their limited time and resources on new characters and things to do instead of just adding Stormbreaker. She-Hulk Suplex City. Is She-Hulk even Avenger? Yep. think about Bucky's heroics in combat would be dope. Yeah, I think Bucky's going to be amazing. That's why I'm more so looking forward to him, because I know since he has the guns, he's going to automatically just be awesome, because range in this game is amazing. But with She-Hulk, I worry that if her combat is based around grappling and throws, she is going to be potentially useless against bosses. So I'm not sure what else they're going to give her. Presumably she's going to be melee, a heavy melee character. So she's going to need some cool melee stuff in order to be relevant in boss fights. So I'm curious what they're going to give her without copying off of the Hulk. She-Hulk throat slam. I know some people in the chat want She-Hulk to throat slam them. Holy. Doom kill in the building. The Nick Fury of the community. Doom Killer HD, aka Doom Shilla CD. She needs a super kick. Facts. Hey, we got 266 watching, 82 likes. Let's get to 100 likes, people. Come on. Let's go. 100 likes. She-Hulk steps on robots and shield agents. Horny shield agents. Jessica Jones could be good. Could she though? Can't do Luke Cage and not add Iron Fist. I mean, they could not add Luke Cage at all and just add Iron Fist, because a comic accurate Iron Fist would be cool in this game. She all gonna have a butt thunderclap where she twerks on enemies. Holy, imagine. One of Bucky's takedowns, just punching the enemy over and over with the metal hands like he did the Stark status of War. Look at that. But yeah, like from a gameplay perspective, I'd rather have Bucky than She-Hulk. From a cake perspective, I'd rather have She-Hulk. I'm just imagining all the thumbnails I could pull off with if they made She-Hulk the next hero. But purely from a gameplay standpoint, I'd rather have Bucky. 100 likes, or you're gonna have him cancel the rest of the stream. You're the man. 100 likes in the next minute, or Avengers is shutting down in October, I would not take the risk. Bucky could be thick too. True. But not to my preferences. Moon Knight is mid at best. Agreed. I don't like metal cake. I prefer my cake green and non-metal. You want to lecture Yelena? Psylocke, now we're talking. Bucky thick, I know too much. Kate got him started, Jane got invested, she got him down bad. Based on what they pulled off with Jane, I can't imagine what She-Hulk's gonna come out like. Holy. Give it the good work. Hope they add Doctor Strange. Appreciate you. And yep, maybe next year. We'll see. What's up, Dustin? What did it do? Sword character would be cool. I mean, we got two already. She-Hulk skin's gonna be skimpy. They better be. Yeah, we definitely got 2 sword characters already. Not playing the raid today, but I'll definitely run the raid on Thursday. We got 3 heroes last year. Well, some people got 3 heroes last year. They released Black Panther. They released Black Panther, She-Hulk. They released Black Panther, Hawkeye, and Spider-Man last year. Jay Shockblast wants to play with me right now. Appreciate the sub, Dustin. Welcome to Do-Rag Gang. Jay Shockblast wants to play with me. Tell Jay Shockblast to schedule a meeting with my agent, and I'll get back to him. Let me move these alerts over. Eva Wilbur, appreciate that sub. Welcome to Do-Rag Gang. Apex Game, appreciate that sub. Welcome to Do-Rag Gang. Need Shuri, just spawning stuff in nanotech. Now I could get behind a Shuri, not a non-Black Panther Shuri. He said me, him, and Casual Avenger. Uncle Casual's around. What is Jay Shockblast playing? You just saw a leak of Hercules and Love and Thunder. Didn't they tease him? Didn't we get a glimpse of him in the first trailer? I don't know, all the Olympians just look goofy, so I'm not expecting anything crazy. You know he exists if Zeus is in it. Yeah, I saw Zeus. So they definitely got to have Hercules. Zeus about to get jobbed out for Gore. Oh, definitely. I can already tell that they're going to treat the gods like comic relief. Chris, I retires from Thor. We got Hercules in the back burner. What, you think they would add him to the Avengers? Everyone is comic relief in the MCU. I'm just prepared. I'm preparing myself. I got tickets to see Love and Thunder on Thursday. I'm just preparing myself to just be bored. But we'll see. I'll see it on Thursday. I know there are leaks floating around, so obviously don't spoil it for people who haven't seen it yet. You know, we have a strict spoiler-free chat. People are saying the movie is good. I mean, people literally say that about every MCU movie before it comes out. Like all the access media, those are people that see it that see the stuff early. All the people that get favorable treatment because they cover the MCU and say nice things. So that literally means nothing. I start looking at the audience reactions once like the general audience gets to see it, and I'll try to find some honest reviewers, or just see how people that are reviewing it phrase their review, because you could tell like if someone doesn't like MCU show or a film, but they are afraid to say so, they'll try to couch it in different terms. You see my hammer? Yeah, this one. Am I confirmed hero in the game? It is not public knowledge. Hashtag Morg Foster. It's the same. I'm using the same gear for Jane as my build video. I haven't changed anything yet. I'm just looking for. At this point, I'm just collecting pinpoint minor artifacts. I'm looking for the perfect roll on my pinpoint vibranium minor artifacts. And I won't rest until I get it. Is Thor no longer worthy of Mjolnir in the movie? I have no idea. I don't see the movie until Thursday. I only watched the first trailer, and I haven't been watching any of the other trailers or watching any of the leaks or anything. So I'll see when I get to go. The acting coach is actually Jay Shockblast, the voice actor of Sadot in Marvel's Avengers. You can't have a white person voice a black character in 2022. That's instant cancellation. Lat is going to be goated. It looks like another Marvel product. Love and Thunder about to be the best Marvel movie since the last Marvel movie. Holy. The acronym is terrible. It definitely is. It is horrendous. Jane's fun. Thor's still better. I like Jane way better than Thor. After the more powerful I've gotten my Jane, just the better I feel like she is than Thor. She-Hulk next or Winter Soldier? You're confused? You should be confused. It is a confusing situation. Obviously, neither character has been announced. The intel suggested She-Hulk would be She-Hulk would be first, and logically that makes sense because she has a television show coming out. But now there's intel suggesting Winter Soldier is next. Is there a Jane loading screen? I wouldn't be able to tell you. I don't have loading screens. I'm on PS5. I would assume they would because they did that for every hero. Think Winter Soldier be a boss killer? Oh, for sure. I mean, any character in the game can be a boss killer, but Winter Soldier with his, with a specifically ranged kit built around guns, you already know you're going to have just ranged ranged Winter Soldier builds, just deleting everything. You're gonna miss operations. I'm not really. Like, they were just, it just wasn't satisfying at the end of the day. Like, they were fun, but once they're over, it's like, okay, that's it. What else is there? I like the balance of how they did with beating the odds. I think we'll get a better idea once Cloning Labs comes out. I think that's going to give us an idea of what they're going to be doing instead of operations. I feel like people aren't properly visualizing yet what that is going to look like. Like the planned Cloning Labs update so far is basically just they're gonna have 2 missions, a Monica Warzone and an OLT, and both of them are going to technically be story content, but also, multiplayer end game stuff. The OLT is going to be in game content, and the other is just going to be a challenging Warzone. Your Jane can't shoot lightning bolts when flying. Oh, we got another bug. His metal arm should not be heroic of any sort. You mean the metal arm shouldn't be involved? Oh, well, it depends on what they do. If they make the metal arm, if it has like gadgets or something, that could be cool. Secret attack should be a knife. I feel like it would make sense for a signature to be related to his arm. I'm not really feeling the knife as like anything more than like part of his light combo attack chain. Not like a main thing. You really want his gun to be customized through the skill tree? It probably will. He might have like a damage buff. You can totally see the arm building up power, heat, or something. Cool, the metal arm has a grappling hook for traversal. Yeah, that'd be cool because they definitely. That's another thing, yeah. So I'm thinking they'll have to either use either the gun or the arm or a combination of both are going to be like gadgety, because they got to give them a traversal option. Or, they don't want to copy off of Captain America and just give them a double jump and a wall run. Even though they could, but they should. Do you think the arm should be a stat stick? I don't know what you mean. The arm is just a part of his character. It's just something that he has all the time. So I think it should be incorporated into his combat. The most simple ways, put power attacks or signature attacks around it. And depending on how far they want to go with the gadgets, they can make it part of his assault heroic or traversal options. I think the debuffs and everything is going to come. I think the heavy lifting in that regard is going to come from his customizable rifle, which it should. If they just give him cap traversal, I'm like, nah. Not a good look. Earth Phillips, appreciate that 2 months. Think his parry should be dope. The arm, oh, definitely parry, block. Get some nice parry combo attacks. You don't really see how Jane is different from Thor. Did you not play her at all? Did you Lucky Gaming? I'm confused. You can tell she's different from Thor just by playing her and looking at the skill tree. The differences are abundantly clear because she's got a lot of the same stuff, but the stuff that's different is very distinct. Next event should be Red Room Takeover. Either way, they're going to have to. They might have to reuse some kind of asset for his traversal, unless they come up with something completely new. Like maybe they give him Peggy's jetpack. Some Nava Flow. As long as these characters faster from now on, combat is decent, then it'll be a small wet dub already. Yeah, that's going to be interesting because they know they got all the feedback very loud and clear about how bad traversal has been. And they said that they can address that with future characters. So we got Jane. We know her traversal is good because it's, she's a Thor Echo. Now the real question is, how's the traversal going to be for She-Hulk and Bucky? Will that be better than what we have in the game? That's what I'm interested in. Maybe Bucky might be able to climb walls with his metal arm. I mean, climbing walls isn't really a unique traversal mechanic. Everyone has it to some degree. The main question is how is he going to navigate? So the traversal in this game comes up in the form of how you're going to move in open space to get to the objective quickly, and how are you going to navigate things like platforms and things like that. That is the question. So Widow traverses around. Basically you have to bunny hop in open space, and to navigate platforms you use a grappling hook. Captain America, he shield runs to get through open space, and he double jumps and wall runs to access platforms and things like that. So the question will be how they choose to handle that with Bucky. You miss your Black Panther that could jump like Hawk. Oh yeah, you finally knew what it was like to have quick traversal on your Black Panther. Yeah, that must have been tough. Because they're both super soldiers, how can you differentiate their traversals from one another? Easy. We've been talking about it for the last 10 minutes. Instead of giving him a double jump, use a gadget from his arm or his gun. We already know, we've heard from leaks that his gun is going to be customizable. So obviously they could just incorporate a traversal option into the gun or the arm, instead of just giving him Captain America's wall run, double jump. They can even give him a wall run, that doesn't matter, but to distinguish everything else. Yeah, don't give them the double jump, because multiple characters have their own wall runs. That's not necessarily a bad thing. Going where Ant-Man's would be, I mean, he can fly. Like, if they could just have him literally fly on ants. That's typically how he gets around. He'll fly on an ant. When will Bucky come out? We don't know. She-Hulk will do a takedown where she crushes an enemy with her thighs. I mean, no joke, she actually might. Like, she's gonna have, wrestling and grappling. They might throw that in there. And if they do, I'll definitely pay $6 for that. Thank you very much. Bucky will have the same versatile as Cap. They're not going to make any drastic versatile choice for a B-list Avenger. I mean, that doesn't make any sense. Logically, they can 100%. If the whole point of, first of all, they can very easily. Secondly, the whole point, if they're going to release She-Hulk after Bucky, is to break the narrative that they do Echo characters. So it wouldn't make sense if they're trying to break the narrative around Echo characters by not giving Bucky traversal. You're acting like they use Captain America as the basis for their Bucky, which there's no evidence to support. I'm farming for Pinpoint and Faultless Vibranium payloads. Cap shield run shouldn't waste intrinsic. True. I mean, there's a balancing act. I just think his sprinting should be separate from his shield run, because they made his shield run a defensive tactic. So it makes sense for that to drain intrinsic, because it's also a defensive ability. But he should be able to run fast without having to do the shield run. Can I show how to do the infinite hammer spin like Laajune did in his suite? I can try it. I haven't really practiced that much. I think there's a decent chance Bucky is next, but I also think it's pretty likely that She-Hulk ends up being next anyway, and they were just trying to lead people off the scent because they were mad that Miller leaked it. Oh, she lost the hammer. There it is. Hold signature, tap, hold again. Yeah, that's what I'm doing it, but it really doesn't work when I do it. So that's why I don't bother. Yeah, the thing he's talking about is you can basically do the hammer spin without the last combo. You can just keep doing that initial hammer spin animation. It's supposed to be like hold, tap, hold, but it rarely works when I do it. It's just something you gotta practice. it's easier if you hold it 3 times. I mean, that's a different mechanic then, though. That's not tap, hold, tap. That's just tap, hold, 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 hold. Yeah, 90% of the time it doesn't work when I do it. It like works like 10% of the time. Nope. Durag skin set. Now, probably won't be skins, but nameplates are on the table. For hammer spin, you hold square, let animation almost finish. Quickly tap square, then hold square, and repeat. What's up? What's up, Eddie? Yeah, for me, it's just easier to do the normal hammer spin. Still does a ton of damage. I haven't bothered to sit down with it because. What's up, Dylan? Like I went to learn the rocket spam for Iron Man because it was like pretty useful. But the signature thing just doesn't seem necessary to learn. Does your melee gear do vibranium status damage when you do light combo? I'm farming vibranium gear. My piece does it on light combo finishers and signature attacks. Like the Alex Ross nameplate. Think they're going to nerf. I heard they're going to nerf the missile spam. They did it the first time. The first time Iron Man had the missile spam, they nerfed it. That was with the animation cancel with the emote. So it's definitely, if it's on their radar, yeah, I'd say they're definitely going to nerf it because they don't like people doing it. You know, they don't like people having too much fun. They got it. Like, uh-oh. They're having a little too much fun being powerful in the superhero game. Hold up, let's cut that out right now. Then they also nerf her Kate's trajectory. Yeah, her chest plate. That her chest piece was bugged and would temporarily let you enter her ultimate. The emote whistle spam was way easier. Yeah, well, yeah, it was. You actually had to learn the current missile spam and get used to it. The old one was just pretty easy. Yeah, every time I do the combo, it just does a regular combo. That's why I don't bother. The original missile spam was really fun. It's easier with Thor. Yeah, when I do it, it feels like there's some kind of input lag as well. Because sometimes when I hold it, she does a light attack she does double light attacks instead of the spin. Pagan piece of gear with great perks and terrible stats. Same. Just got a Nornstone that has Perk Breaker. Is that any good in a Jane build? A Nornstone that has Perk Breaker. I mean, what else? What else are the perks? Perk Breaker isn't really good. Alex keeps trying to get people to use Perk Breaker, but no one I know that uses Perk Breaker thinks it's any good. Reactive. Don't want it. What up, Bruno? How you doing? What's up, we them boys? You missed the Xbox stream. We watched a little bit of Brian being interviewed on the Xbox Twitch channel. The host accidentally brought up She-Hulk and the voice actress because he didn't know it was not confirmed. Pretty funny. Yeah, Nahanda's armor, it was annoying, but I understand it was a ridiculous damage boost. But still, it was fun. It was fun while it lasted. The other perk is just 5% crit chance from evade. Yeah, Perk Breaker, as far as I know, still isn't good. Oh, you didn't take a hint when you first said it. I was like, Brian was so flustered. He was like, "We don't announce anything." I was like, what? Not gonna lie, the Valkyrie skin for Jane is straight dog water with no wings. It's definitely, not the best. The only thing that I thought was cool was the hair, was that they did the accurate hair. But when I saw that skin, I was like, okay, cool. Oh, they're doing Unda yarn with the skin, and she's gonna have the ponytail. Cool, but yeah, I was just like, mid. I was distracted by the mighty and the Thordis, the thickness. Yeah, say wait for that thickness. What's up, Ronnie? When that skin drops, it's gonna be a wrap. Whole squad, whole community gonna go crazy. There's gonna be the best selling skin in Marvel's Avengers. If don't cap, it might be. XP event. The quadruple XP is supposed to end on the 8th. So 3 more days. Has Miller leaked the next shipment? I haven't seen any Miller leaks today yet. So Thursday is when reset happens for the event. So pretty much everything that's going on now, event-wise, should end on Thursday. All the promotions, all the events, everything should end on Thursday. This game's only means the profits through skins, pretty much. It's still for sale, though it's on Game Pass, so Game Pass users don't have to pay for it. But it's still for sale. Usually you can get it at a discount as well. But the primary way they make money is through the marketplace. So skins, takedowns, emotes. That's their main source of revenue on a consistent basis. God box. The cap in that statement, holy. Called L box the God box. Holy. You think PvP mode will be in the game? Never. This game will never have PvP, I think. They did not design this with PvP in mind. They have a hard enough time balancing this as a PvE game. There's no way they're going to dedicate resources and time to doing PvP. Dub box cap. Wait, Jane got God box. Well done. Ayo. Well, Mjolnir did give her body a full upgrade. She got a lot more strength than a normal woman. So she might. She might got that God grip. What's patrol mode? It's a free range mode that a lot of that other multiplayer games like Destiny has. You drop in some multiplayer, you drop in and randomly generate events. Chat brought it up. I can't believe chat said that. Chat has a dirty mind. This is supposed to be a wholesome stream. When that Jane skin drop in, depends on what Jane skin you mean. If it's Love and Thunder, probably tomorrow on Thursday. If it's anything else, I have no idea. Notice shadow all for the right reason. This is definitely my favorite skin right now. 4 reasons. My favorite Jane skin. What we see, so patrol mode once again is a free roam mode where multiplayers drop in. It's a multiplayer free roam mode instead of a single player free roam mode. It's a multiplayer free roam mode where players drop in, and there's no end to it. There's no set end. You can just stay in there as long as you want. In Destiny, it's like I think it's up to, I know Destiny, the max you can get on Destiny for any event is like 6 players, but you load into the map, you can free roam. There are events and boss encounters that randomly pop up, and you can basically just play with your friends as long as you want. It's just a way they had it in Marvel Heroes as well. It's just a way to you can use it to farm loot. The patrol mode this game has, they did a trailer of it last year, it's going to take place in the wasteland. Guarantee you it's not going to be the scale or quality of Destiny's Patrol, but it's something the players requested. Obviously, it was delayed because it wasn't ready yet, because there was no join in progress. Like if you can't have anyone join in and drop out, there's no point in having it. Because, you know, one of the big problems with like the raid and the OOT is that if something happens, if someone disconnects, that's it. There's no way to join the session. So they held off on patrol mode until they got that. Dortus, the OnlyFans skin. Think the marketplace is changing on Friday this week. Giving Cap, Widow, Winter Soldier vehicles would be insane. 99% won't happen. Doubt they release both the skins on the same day. I mean, they've released multiple skins before, and it doesn't make sense since they already teased the Thor. Doesn't really make sense to not have the Jane Foster MCU skin, but have the Thor one instead, when you're promoting the fact that Jane Foster is in your game. Like that completely defeats the purpose of the cross promotion. If the first movie skin you release is for Thor and not for Jane. What is the best level? The best XP farm is Up from the Depths, Black Widow's iconic mission. What would Doctor Strange's heroics be? I have no idea. That would be up for the developers to figure out. He has a lot of different moves to choose. They have a lot of different abilities they could choose from. How do you get to 175? Play the events, play the Elite Raid. Once you get to 160, the OOT doesn't really do anything. Or the normal raid. 60. Then once you get to 160, use the events and the Elite Raid until you're at 175. What's up, Fate Walker? We got a legend here. Former, I think, it's hard to keep track, former #1 raid time in the world for Marvel's Avengers. I know he broke R. Jody's record on stream for the DSG event. And then apparently R. Jody said I think I heard R. Jody broke that one, so hard to keep track. But the Jane grind is fine. Helps that Jane is very powerful, but the RNG is still bad. I have a bunch of vibranium payload minor artifacts with Jane, and none of them have the perfect stat roll that I'm looking for. What's up, Agent? Well, vendors and the helicarrier and the other HQs have gear equal to your current gear. I don't know of any plans that they have on doing that. As far as I know, they're going to continue to just be 140. They want to save the superior. So the gear that drops higher, they're saving that for, just like they're reserving that for the in-game activities. They want to incentivize you to play the activities like the OOT, the raid, and the events. So it looks like for the foreseeable future, vendor will cap at 140. You also have macros and some legacy gear. Glad R. Jordy's team pushing limits. Yeah, R. Jordy's all you guys are just insane. I can tolerate playing the raid like a couple times a week, and only when I can get gear out of it, potentially. Like I'm only playing the raid now because I'm trying to get Jane more gear and higher level. So I'm ready for cloning labs. I want to have the option of playing cloning labs with everybody. Appreciate this sub, TM Ryder. Welcome to Drag Gang. You got the God piece that gives Vibranium 6, 12% increased damage on 6, 30% faultless stun play. Oh, congrats. Someone Audrey Discord managed somehow glitched the game to drop Elite Raid gear on Taskmaster mission at 144. Holy. I gotta pop into his Discord later on. See what's going on. For my Jane build, I want the might. If we can give me might, valor, and precision, that would be ideal. But definitely might and valor. And so far I just have like might and like resolve and resilience. Stuff like that. Only second thing is the piece doesn't have valor, only might. Aw. That RNG. Can't wait for cloning labs at MODOK. I actually am looking forward to that update. You didn't touch the raid the first 6 months. I don't blame you. How about Iron Man suit attaching itself to a separate Tony skin emote? Yeah, they should definitely. I've been saying this for a while. They like Fortnite has like the best Iron Man emotes. Like they should definitely have more creative emotes. I think I got this. What is it? Nope, don't got it. Yeah, I think I got it. Yep, I got it. All right, cool. You're mainly a solo guy. You need a raid still. My Hawk build mostly gamma base. Yep. How you do it? It's just like they said. It's hold, tap, hold, but you got to do both early in the animations. Hold, tap, hold. You got to do it before the animation finishes. Hold, tap, hold. Gamma Vibranium so good. Yeah, that's what I have. I have the raid piece, the range raid piece for Hawk with a faultless buff, and it gives all my rock stuff Vibranium, and I combine that with a Gamma, and we just go crazy. Not the hacker. It's not even a hack. It's a pretty cool combo trick. It's just kind of just animation canceling. Yeah, artifact with Vibranium payload with might, valor, resolve. Lucky. Oh, they gave me an ironclad. Bro, every time I see this icon, I instantly get annoyed. I get so many ironclads while farming. soon as I see that white symbol, my fist balls up. I think Vibranium Kamala is good. I prefer Sonic Kamala with Vibranium. That's how I run my Kamala. Because she's amazing with Sonic. Just using her range with Sonic is an important part of that infinite heroic loop. And then when you add on the Vibranium payload, you just go crazy. Doctor Strange would be nice, or Scarlet Witch, War Machine. Vibranium is great for everyone. It's the best positive. Indeed. Streets is saying it is the best. Is getting the Elite Raid gear viable? You mean, should you get Elite Raid gear? Yeah. Do you need to? No. It's not like all the Elite Raid gear has like the craziest, unbelievable, perks and stats, but there's each character has some good stuff that's worth getting. We'll see if Jane has any worthwhile perks in the Elite Raid. Is there any build for Plasma? I mean, any build for Plasma would just be the same as for any other positive stats effect, except obviously the perks, the Vibranium stuff is just way better. I mean, you're on Plasma on anybody. I currently have Plasma signature on my Kate Bishop. But I'm farming for the Vibranium payload on a minor artifact. The Plasma isn't bad, it's just Vibranium is just better than every positive stats effect. Yeah, this mission is pretty fast. It's just the RNG is terrible. Is She-Hulk going to be hawked out permanently? We don't know. We don't have any details like that about She-Hulk yet. Why some nerf Vibranium? I mean, there's no need to nerf Vibranium. Like the only time they like really went in on a stats effect was Gamma, and that's because Gamma was literally bugged and was doing way more damage than it was supposed to. Like just applying a little bit of Vibranium on a boss was like enough to just one shot. Like it was crazy. So they obviously had to make some adjustments because everyone was just one shotting everything just by applying Gamma. But Vibranium is powerful, but it's nothing overpowered about it. To a level that they need to step in. What's up, Big B? Yeah, man, era was so funny. it was pretty entertaining. I'll go lie. Just watching every boss encounter just end in seconds just by throwing on some Gamma. Everybody was rushing to get Gamma. Got like 3 melee crit pieces. Look great. I got both. I got multiples of both. I'm just looking for the right stats. It's crazy how bad the RNG is. It's just so hard to actually get it. Though the drop rate from the actual mission is relatively decent. Much better in my experience than the mission chain for the event. That didn't give me anything. It took just save scumming the mission chain literally took me days to even see one vibranium payload. Quad is active until Thursday. Until reset, Quad XP is still active. The weekly reset is when it resets. Whenever that is. It should be it's usually Thursday. I think they said let me see exactly what it is. Since this is coming up a couple of times, let me pull up the website. Let's see, Marvel's Avengers War Table. Nope. I'm just waiting for Miller to leak something. Streets is ready, Miller. Streets are ready for your next leak. Oh, they released a streamer kit. All right, double XP, quadruple XP ends on the 8th. Everything except the corruptive vibranium and the unit bonus ends on the 8th. So corruptive vibranium ends on the 7th. Everything else ends on July 8th. What's up, Warhogs? I do notice you, Viper. What's up? Been seeing people say they can't get it, but the drop rates seem fine. Can confirm drop rates are bad. Like, because it's not just about getting the vibranium gear itself. Like, I've gotten it a couple times in like a 3-hour span of farming. Just getting the stats is another thing. Think we're getting Karen Widow. Didn't we already get Karen Widow for the flashback? Did they do that yet? They do Karen Widow yet? I would imagine they are, if they're going to go full flashback. The only possible thing I would appreciate the sub, Nathan. The only possible thing I'm thinking of if they're going to do a Black Panther tie-in would be adding Ironheart. Appreciate the sub, Viper. I can see them adding Ironheart she was data mined. That's why for a minute some people speculated that Ironheart was the Echo character instead of Jane, because Ironheart is in the files. But I don't know what their villain pipeline looks like. I don't know how fast they can turn around a villain or what they have planned. I know that in terms of the story that is following, Namor is completely unrelated to the Avenger current story. But they can always, so I'm not sure how they would incorporate that. But they could, but I'm not seeing where that would connect. I know the narrative right now mainly is setting up Ultron and the Kree. I'm expecting Ultron to be soon. I don't know what's after Ultron apart from the Kree. If they're gonna have something in, what else they're gonna have in between, if anything. What's up, Mega? I'm this mission 4 days, still haven't got the slot 1 piece you need, or the minor effect. Yeah, that RNG is terrible. Ironheart gonna have the missile spam, probably. I know War Machine fans are gonna be furious if we get Ironheart in here before War Machine. Atlantis versus Wakanda. Yeah, they could bring Wakanda back in. I think like in this game is the cosmetics and the fighting. Well, then you like the game. That's pretty much what the game is. Fighting with your favorite Marvel character in different outfits. It would make Namor come through Wakanda, like the story kind of already does. Just connect the ocean. Say the ocean was affected by the vibranium stuff in the claw. Yeah, if they could churn out villains faster, they should definitely look into tying that together. If they can set that up like legitimately, like an Ironheart Echo character drop with like a Namor villain event. Loki, Ultron, and Baku. Yeah, Loki seems to be the most no-brainer. Like you already introduced Loki in the game multiple times now. You had Loki part of Thor's iconic mission chain. Then you brought Loki. They have Loki as a part of Jane's origin into the game. So it makes sense to do a Loki villain sector at some point. He's also a very popular villain. That one makes the most sense for them to work towards. Because they need big name splashy villains, I think, this year. And if they added Ultron and Loki as villains you could fight this year, then I think that would be a dub. How do you lock up for the depths? If it disappeared from your war table, then you already unlocked it and it's gone now. Unfortunately, currently the only way to unlock up from the depths, if you're new to the game, is to just play the campaign, the reassemble campaign, and then you do the onboarding afterwards, which unlocks everything. I think you might be able to skip to reassemble to the initiative, but the iconic mission changes comes from the onboarding in the initiative. And once you unlock the iconic missions, Up from the Depths comes up. You need it to unlock the Ring of Nebelong major artifact, but if you complete it, it will disappear. It's a change they made in patch 2.3. What's up, LA? Unfortunately, because they definitely heard about the cheese and they were like, oh well, instead of outright just messing with it to prevent us from getting the XP gain, they basically just were like, okay, well, we'll make it so that if you complete it, it disappears. And they made completing it a necessary thing to get a major artifact. So most new players will probably lose it without even realizing how valuable it is, unfortunately. Pray every day for Doctor Strange. I used to pray, but I have hope he'll make it in eventually. And maybe not in 2023, but also maybe so. 2023 is a lot of possibilities. Killmonger sounds like a good idea. Doctor Strange is a patch 3.0 character. I don't know about that. That seems a little soon. Even for this game. Because Jane was 2.5. MODOK is supposed to be 2.6. The She-Hulk or Winter Soldier will be 2.7. And then the other could be 2.8 or 2.9. And then you still have Captain Marvel. Jackpot, welcome to the Defenders. Thank you for joining. Get access to all those awesome member benefits, emotes, badges, private Discord. Appreciate you. Definitely drop in. We got a lot of Discord members lately. Definitely drop in, say hello to all the other Defenders, and thank you for your support. Does Jay live in Boston? I don't think he doesn't live specifically in Boston, but right now, but he was a Boston resident. At some point in his life. What exactly is their narrative endgame to the story? The Kree invasion. It's all about the Kree invasion. That's what they've been. They introduced the Reassemble campaign was mainly about AIM and the fallout of A-Day. And then at the end of the Reassemble campaign, after the Kree Sentinel was destroyed, it teased what's next when the beacon was sent out. And then with Future Imperfect and taking AIM, we learned about the impending Kree invasion and how they're using time travel to try to figure out how to stop the Kree invasion, which is where Maestro is the timeline Maestro lives in, where the Kree invaded and killed everybody except him. So that's what everything is leading up to. Oreo Gamer Guy has a crush on Jay. Definitely. I forgot all about this. I forgot all about this dude for a second. Holy. You want to give Jay a visit? No, you don't. You're just a very strange person on the internet who's weirdly obsessed with Marvel's Avengers and Jay Shockblast. This man legit spent like an hour in Jay's stream trying to argue with him about Marvel's Avengers. Here there's going to be another mystery character. I don't know what I should say. Jay got it's not necessarily a mystery character, but yeah, I'm not going to say anything. I'm just not going to say anything. I'm just going to stay quiet. He was a JJ, yeah, Oreo gamer guy. Yeah, he's definitely the guy for Daystream. You know, the next hero is he wasn't talking about they weren't talking about the next hero. They were talking about this supposed mystery hero or mystery whatever. Apparently, I think I know vaguely. I think Miller was briefly talking about it the last time he was on stream. He was talking about this mystery thing that he was hunting down, and people were immediately like, "Oh, another mystery character? Who could it be?" I know what Miller's talking about. It's supposed to be the huge update that can potentially be coming to Avengers that I can absolutely not tell you because it is a secret. But Miller is currently tracking it down, trying to verify the information because it is very big information. About to be Elena. Oh no! This is way beyond Elena. Anything corny like that. If what I heard is true, I will become a full Marvel's Avengers show. If they pull this off. Thanos raid next week. Next week, holy. Tips for a Spider-Man build: get the Public Menace ward from the vaults, and build a Valor and range build. Mainly Valor for the drone. Sounds big. It is a massive thing. It is a massive update. If Avengers can pull this off, it will legit change the game if they can do it. Can they do it? I don't know. I have my doubts, but that's why I'm letting Miller, do his thing, figure out how legitimate this leak is, this rumor is. But new engine, it's content. It's not like a technical thing. It's actual content. But it would be such an amazing content update that I'm kind of impressed if they even pitched this in the first place. But if they can pull it off, holy. So I guess people are just running with it. It's a mystery character. Okay, we'll leave it at mystery character. I'll leave people to speculate about the mystery character, and I'll sit back chilling while Miller figures out how reliable this is. I'll let people believe what they want to believe while I wait for Miller to verify it. We just roasted an Oreo Gamer guy in the chat, as you should. Aunt May, you got it. Aunt May. Aunt May expansion coming soon. Cisco coming to Avengers. Cisco? Wait, which Cisco are we talking about? That's the quality of that reference depends on which Cisco you're referring to, Mr. Clee Kids. Are you talking about DC Cisco or a Thong Song Cisco? Which Cisco are we talking about? PlayStation exclusive Aunt May expansion fact. Unleash the Dragon, Thong Song Cisco. Let's go. Let me see that thong. Baby, keep it go. Baby. That thong, thong. I like when it go. Baby, make it really go. Baby, make it really show. That thong. Y'all kids don't know about that. That was a banger back in the day. I like how Cisco hit that same high note, hit that same vocal run in like every one of his songs. Whoa. All right. That thong. That song still slaps, definitely. Whoa. Cisco with Loki. Yeah, he had some bangers. Drew Hill was nice. I don't care. Drew Hill went hard. 5 steps. Yep. Yeah. I don't care. Drew Hill. I'm back when music was good. What y'all know about Drew Hill? What y'all know about that Drew Hill? What you know about Drew Hill, Casey and JoJo? What you know about that? What you know about that? That grown folk music. Yeah, middle school parties while that song. Say Squirrel Go expansion. High key had bangers. Facts. Do you hear Durant might be going to the Suns? I hear the Raptors and the Suns talked about mostly. I've heard a couple teams thrown around there. I've heard the Grizzlies thrown around in there. Cisco had a Sleep Run album, So Central. Made to a few self-created mixtapes. How to build Cap. However you want. He's good as a range or melee character. I built mine as a range character because I think range is better in this game than melee for most characters. But I've seen some good Cap melee. Same with any character though, you're just basically looking for the specific perks that are proven to just be effective. You know, you need damage buff, usually. Vibranium is the best positive status effect in the game. You need to be doing the battery effect. Reactive Cosmic Surge is a great perk. Yeah, so as long as you can do the battery effect, and you have ways to generate damage buffs, get your heroics back, you'll be all good. R. Kelly. Well, we don't talk about R. Kelly. What about Blackstreet? Blackstreet, yep. How old am I? Grown and sexy. That's how old I am. Is Breaker still not working? I think his perk breaker is working. I just don't think it's good. Alex keeps telling people to use perk breaker. Like he said, use perk breaker with Jane's cryo leak, with her cryo hazard, but I don't know. Perk breaker is just mid. Beastie Boys. What works best for Vibranium? Vibranium is a positive status effect, so you want to combine it with a negative status effect. Negative status effects are Sonic, Shock, Cryo, Gamma. I like Sonic Sonic is like my favorite negative status effect. And Vibranium is the best positive. What character wouldn't you recommend building? What character wouldn't I recommend building range over melee? I mean, no character. I think if I'm understanding the question correctly, there's no character I think that has melee that's so good that it's worth. Well, I guess Hawk. I would never run a range Hawk build. I would never do that. Otherwise, for anyone else, you can mainly do whatever you want. I wouldn't recommend a melee Kate build though. You know, Kate struggles enough with damage. I would make it harder for her. What negative status effect is best for damage? Well, the negative status effects, I mean, damage wise doesn't really matter, because the damage that you get from status effect comes from combining positive and negative. But if you're looking specifically for a status effect that does additional damage by itself, Gamma does damage when enemies are in a cloud of Gamma. They take damage over time, and then if they get enough Gamma on them, it explodes. So if you're just trying to do some extra damage, some chip damage with your negative, you can go there. My Hawk build is Gamma and Vibranium focused. You rarely see Hawks when you play. It definitely takes some getting used to. If you're new to Hawk, Vibe and Sonic is really too good to pass them up. Yeah, when possible, like for Kate, I'm trying to combine Sonic With Kate, I'm planning on combining plasma with Sonic and Vibranium. I just need the Vibranium payload perk on a minor artifact. Hawk, Gamma, and Vibranium is just insane. Especially with his new perks. Jane though is yeah, I don't have any Sonic on Jane. I'm just Vibranium, Shock, Cryo. Good to go. Watching your Gotham Knights Robin video on the other screen. Game's looking way better. Yeah, I don't know what happened with that other gameplay. I have no idea what happened with it, but yeah, Robin, as soon as they dropped Robin, I'm like, yeah. Hulk has new perks, yeah. Well, they're not new anymore. They came in patch 2.3. So they're like a couple months old. But yeah, he got a gear update. Where am I farming the minor artifact? I'm doing Here Comes the Pain in Wakanda. Yeah, I have with my Kate, I have Plasmas. I have Plasma Sig, Sonic Scatter Shot with targeted buff, and then I just need a minor artifact with the Vibranium payload, and I'm Gucci. Need that pinpoint Vibranium, hopefully with Precision and Valor, if they got it. You have a Sonic range piece. Yeah, you're doing Sonic and Vibranium on the same piece. So Sonic is negative, Vibranium is positive, and that creates the battery effect. So if you have a gear piece that can consistently do the battery effect by itself, that's pretty good. Jane also can trigger that pinpoint Vibranium payload without using a range attack, so that's pretty cool. She can trigger it with Warrior's Fury and with the all weapon. Sub Digital, you announced Vision yet? Nah, but they did accidentally talk about She-Hulk. The host of the Xbox dev stream was like, oh yeah, my voice coach is the voice of She-Hulk in Marvel's Avengers. And Brian was just sitting there like, bruh. What up, some guy? Is she your new main? Every new hero is my new main. Until I max them out to a certain level. But Jane is pretty fun. She's probably going to replace Thor for me. Especially after the nerfs. Where can you find gear for Spider-Man that has damage buffs? Everywhere. If you're looking for a targeted buff, targeted buff, reactive buff, everywhere. Sometimes they have it at the gear. Sometimes you can buy them at gear vendors. Usually, I just farm them from chests. Corrupted Vibranium Spires, those Corrupted Vibranium Mounds. If you're looking for I got another one, but no Valor, no Might. Come on. If you're looking, it depends on what status effect you're looking for, or what damage buff you're looking for. Like my Spider-Man has the Sonic ranged with a targeted buff, and you can farm that in Wakanda using the same mission that I'm farming right now. by just destroying the corrupted vibranium and opening chests. But if you're looking for targeted buff with non sonic or vibranium, you get that anywhere. Just an open chest in any other location besides Wakanda. Sometimes you get it in Wakanda as well. Monica's mission. Monica's villain sector gives out Tachyon Surge gear, which has a very small chance of giving you a targeted buff in addition to the Tachyon Surge buff. But if you just want a Tachyon Surge buff, you could just play Monica beating the odds, and you can play the Tachyon Rift missions, and you'll eventually get a Tachyon Surge perk. Only thing Thor has over Jane is the big damage from the Bifrost, pretty much. And if you still have it, infinite Bifrost. You ain't losing it. You're farming for the same minor artifact with Spider-Man. Yeah, I'm going to eventually farm a new one for Spider-Man, maybe, because I have it on Spider-Man. I just hate the stats. I don't have any Valor. Sup, Uncle Casual? Targeted buff is the best of the damage buffs. I think her range is, after they nerf critical throw, I think Jane's range is definitely better than Thor's. Functionally, it's already better because it's faster, and she can target multiple enemies. Her overcharge is also better, and the overcharge gives her additional buffs to range that Thor doesn't have. So I'm enjoying Jane a lot more. I'm enjoying her combat loop. The gear and perks too complicated. You definitely want to focus more on perks, because those ultimately is what's going to make your build powerful. But there are only a few perks that are really, great. Damage buff, reactive cosmic surge, damage buff, cosmic surge, vibranium payloads. I just one shot with a takedown. Holy! Yeah, events reset every 2 weeks. Plus, you get hit one time with Thor, he loses the. Yeah, that's so dumb. Like I hate that about Thor. That's why his overcharge is pretty much irrelevant. You just use it to if you get an overcharge of Thor, you just try to immediately go into a heroic, so you can capitalize on the damage while you have it. With Jane, you can actually utilize that overcharge to stick with your melee or improve your range. It's a strong piece of wood Groot gave Thor. I mean, it is part of him. Another perk breaker. This RNG, buddy. Let me tell you. Look how y'all capping on Thor. I mean, it's not even a cap. Like, they literally nerfed Thor. Like, Jane is actually good, but they nerfed Thor. Like, they legitimately. They nerfed the Infinite Bifrost. And they nerfed the critical throw. Laajune got really... When Laajune says he got really lucky, he means Crystal Dynamics slid him a special streamer pack with all the god rolls. That's what he means by he got lucky. He reached out to Illuminati Discord, was like, yo, I need another drop. I need another drop. I need a refill on my god rolls for the stream. That's how Laajune be getting every guy roll first week. I know the hustle. Must be because Andy left. Andy was hooking Laajune up with all the cheese. Ever since Andy left, Laajune's had to farm like the rest of us. I think Spider-Man will ever come to PC. Yep. Spider-Man PS4 remastered coming to PC in August. Enjoy. That's the only Spider-Man y'all getting. Doing the Mega Hive right now. Level up Widow. Dude. I never do the Mega Hive anymore, pretty much. I only did the Mega Hive just to get that, I only did the Mega Hive just so I could save scum for the slot 1 potentiator with Captain America and Kate. Otherwise, I don't bother with the Mega Hive because that Hive Mind gear is pretty bad otherwise. Console beta testers, thanks to you. Yep, y'all PC gonna be beta testing and modding starting in August, I believe. Yeah, I'm not sure if you're playing the Mega Hive just to get gear as part of your just regular power level grind, but yeah, Mega Hives don't give out superior exotics. What's the difference between the All-Father and Odin Force belt? I don't know which ones you mean. Are you talking about the difference between the Wreath of Yggdrasil and the Girdle? Completely different perks on both the legendary and the exotic version. Wreath gives you the Odin Force assistance plus increase to the Warrior's Fury buff 3 seconds, increased stun damage on hammer attacks. Girdle gives you that supercharged buff, but only when you're overcharged. It also adds a shock explosion when you defeat enemies under all weapon with Mjolnir, and it gives you a 32% chance to drop an intrinsic orb. Also, God Blast overcharges teammates in range, but that's currently bugged. And the legendary version has the first 2 perks, but the last one you can get a Berserker, and I got Berserker Spark. Then we get the MKIceAndFire. Yeah, like I said, the only time I got I only bothered with the Mega Hive was for those slot ones. Those slot ones are pretty good. All the other stuff I've seen there is pretty terrible. But the slot ones are pretty good. You can get a power signature status with the potentiator, or a faultless Jarvis barrier. Those are pretty good. He pays on the Miss Marvel show. I've been watching it every week. I mean, it's very mid, but it's not like aggressively bad. It's just like it's just product. It's like after episode 1, it's just kind of like a run of the mill superhero teen coming of age superhero show. Just, more diverse. It's fine. It's just it's nothing noteworthy. It's like it's not spectacular. It's not, like Obi-Wan stands out because of how aggressively terrible it is. Miss Marvel doesn't really have high or low or really low points. It's just product. It's just fine. That's what I would describe Miss Marvel after the first, I think, like 4 episodes. It's just fine. It's just okay. It has some likable characters, some cool visuals, but it's just like, it's literally just fine. It doesn't try to do too much. It's very by the numbers. When Miss Marvel is over, probably I'm not going to remember it. I'm not going to remember it or revisit it. But I'll definitely remember Amani, the actress who plays Miss Marvel, because she's pretty good. I'm looking forward to her having a bright future, but show pretty mid. Quick, Daisy Johnson, we can only dream. You heard Love and Thunder was canceled in some Middle Eastern countries. Not surprising. Whenever I hear that that some Middle Eastern countries are banning a certain movie or something, I'm like, I just don't care. Like, it happens all the time. Like, they just have different cultural values over there. If you have certain nudity, like, they don't allow. If you have if you display any homosexuality, they don't allow that. So stuff gets banned in the Middle East all the time, and it rarely ever makes the news because unless they're trying to milk it for an extra PR, it rarely makes the news because it happens. Studios expect it to happen, and the Middle East, those countries that ban it don't bring in that much revenue anyway. So studios just like, yeah, whatever. For China, they'll alter stuff because China brings in a lot of money. So Disney will do stuff like, remove black characters from posters or edit out LGBT sex love scenes or kiss scenes or anything like that, just to appease the Chinese market. But for a Middle Eastern market, none of the studios care. I doubt it's because Thor being naked, because it's not like they're going to show full frontal or anything. There might be, I don't know, maybe it's just this movie is about someone that kills gods. That could be considered offensive, potentially. I'm sure there's going to be some LGBT representation somewhere in there. So that will be enough right there to get it banned. Is Gamma Rockets or Iron Man still good? Was it ever good? Apart from when Gamma was broken? Right now, the Iron Man rocket meta is to use Cosmic if you have the Tachyon Surge piece, or use Vibranium or Sonic. Appreciate that sub, Juno. Welcome to the Durag Gang. Maybe Valkyrie has a lover, probably. Maybe her and Jane make out. I'm sure it's fine. It's just if you combine it with, as long as you know they're using, if you have the damage buffs and you know how to do the rocket spam and you're combining it with Vibranium, it's fine. It just people usually use Sonic as the negative stats effect because it's so much better than Gamma, especially with Iron Man, who relies pretty heavily on intrinsic. So it makes more sense to have Sonic on Iron Man rather than the Gamma. Gamma doesn't really do anything for Iron Man perk-wise. Gamma makes sense for Hulk because Hulk has gear perks that benefit him when he uses Gamma. Iron Man is just kind of like a waste of a stats effect because it doesn't do anything specifically for Iron Man. Like the combination of Sonic and Vibranium will pretty much give you battery effect wise what you'd be getting from Vibranium and Gamma, but the additional perks you get from Sonic are just way better than what you would get from Gamma on Iron Man. Eternals was the first MCU movie ever be banned from the Middle East. Oh, well, for obvious reasons. Yeah, they definitely set themselves up for a full Middle East ban. They were ready. Faultless Vibranium payload. Why do I get the faultless with precision perks? That's so weird. But precision proficiency, that's not bad with the perk breaker. Not terrible, but it's not great. I am building a hybrid, but what it might. Let me see something. Let's throw this in the back. That brings me up to 2,000 in the range rating. Let me test it out first, see if I like it. Down for a Jane and Valk. Yeah, Tessa Thompson and and Natalie Portman. I wouldn't say no to that. You seriously need to do something about the trash RNG. Yeah, it's pretty terrible. You guys stream Lucky Miss. Maybe I should start partying like Mr. Clean Kids. Maybe maybe if I party every night irresponsibly like Mr. Clean Kids, I'll get better luck in Marvel's Avengers. Does Jane have more control in Mjolnir than Thor in the movie? I have no idea. I haven't seen it, and I haven't been reading the spoilers or anything. But that's how it was in the comic books. So I would assume they're going to lean more into the comic books with their Jane interpretation and keep that. Important fine AF. No lies detected. We got vibranium payloads going off everywhere. Holy. You gotta start OnlyFans? What, you're gonna broadcast your parties? I bet they do get pretty wild. Is Thor going to be better than Morbius? I don't think it's going to be as good of a meme as Morbius, but it will probably be a better film. Oh no, I think Mr. Clean Kid is actually going to do it. It's going to start it. They're actually going to start OnlyFans. Miller just posted something on Twitter about Marvel's Avengers. Say less. We'll definitely go check it out. It's getting mixed reviews. I would expect it. I'm seeing it on Thursday. Miller the GOAT indeed. Let's switch over. We'll look at it in real time. Stormbreaker with SIGs. Let's see what the leak god had to say. No, he just retweeted the Xbox thing. Where the host accidentally brought up She-Hulk. We watched that earlier. It was very funny. Seeing tonight. I'm going in with very low expectations, so that I'm not disappointed. Because I think I'm going to be disappointed. Brian was furious. I mean, the L box. Oh yeah, of course. A lot of Brian's face really cracks you up when, you know, he was like, "Bruh, like, don't do it." I'm mad. Like, bro, read the room. Like how you a host and you could tell from Brian's face that you just shut up, like right now. Brian should have. That shows that also Brian is not like media trained. Because if he was media trained and he had, you know, or where was Crystal PR guy? But like if Brian was more media savvy, he would have been like, yeah, if it's about a hero that we didn't officially, if it is about a hero other than Jane Foster that we have not officially confirmed anything, so we try to avoid people talking about leaks and unconfirmed rumors, and just squash it. Like make it clear that we're not talking about that. This man was like, yeah, so idiot. I feel like I'm looking at your face and you look pissed, but I'm gonna tell the story anyway. See what happens. I'm like, bruh. You can literally tell from Brian's face it was unconfirmed and you were not supposed to talk about that. I'm like, bruh. I mean, at this point, they might as well just tease She-Hulk because everybody knows she's coming. They might as well. It's just out there. Like everybody is the worst secret in the gaming. Everyone knows. They might as well build up some hype. Even if they want to do Winter Soldier to throw us off, like, come on, bro. This is getting ridiculous. Literally everyone knows now. Greg Miller even, like when Greg Miller, he did his predictions for 2022. He freaking predicted that Avengers was going to get shut down, but he also was like, yeah, basically She-Hulk. Like everyone know, like once the Kritia Bajos thing happened, that was it, bro. Like it's over. Like like it's over now. Like it's out there. They need to figure out some kind of controlled tease at this point, because it's just silly at this point. They should never cancel the roadmap. I understand why they canceled the roadmap, because at the time they did not have confidence in their long-term future, and turned out to be they were correct to do so, because you know the company ended up getting sold. I'm fine with them doing the whole blog series of blog posts and video stuff to promote, like, you know, 2 updates at a time instead of like a full 6-month screenshot. I don't care about that. Just as long as the content comes out, you know, I don't care. You guys think you know, but you don't, bro. That statement gets worse every day. Holy. He looks so... Every time something like this happens, it just makes Miller look better. And them just look goofy. It's like, you think you know, but we do know. Everyone knows. Everyone knows She-Hulk is coming. Let's not... Don't attack Miller. It's too late, bro. We already know. Let's not pretend anymore. We know what it is. They set this vet, bro. I don't even think he set him up. Like, It'd be funny if he did. It'd be funny if Technique is like friends with Miller and just like I'm a troll Brian. But no, I think he legitimately just doesn't pay attention to the game at all. Like he clearly is not an Avengers player. He's a host, aspiring voice actor, as we learned. He don't care. He don't follow the latest news and leaks. He does not care. Whenever it's time, when Xbox tells him, "Hey, we got an Avengers promo thing. Can you host it?" He's like, "All right, say less. Give me the packet. Give me the media package, so I know what we talking about." All right, cool. And he does his thing. Like he does not care. He did not. The only reason he knew about that She-Hulk thing is because apparently he knows Kritzia Bajos. He did not pay any attention to anything surrounding it. That man does not care whatsoever. Talk about, oh yeah, I bought all the skins, bro. This man did not even have a challenge card unlocked. I'm like, bruh. Hero of the day. When do I think MCU skins will go on sale? I have no idea. They've been having sales more often, but I have no insight into when they decide to do sales. He has the energy to go net. He knows how to put on a face. Oh, for sure. Like that's why he's a good host. Like even if he clearly does not care that much about the subject matter, he's like he's got the energy. He's acting enthused. He's a good host. He just doesn't. I guess he doesn't know how to read cues that well because Brian's face definitely said, "Shut up, please. Don't say this thing that I know you're about to say." And he's just like, so anyway, my acting coach is She-Hulk. Hey, She-Hulk is you announced She-Hulk, right? That's confirmation, bruh. I'm like, wow. Every looks like he wants to leave. Bro, I'm telling you, they should let Doom host these things. let someone with the community that actually follows the game host these things. They let Laajune back when Andy and Phil were here, they let Laajune host the dev stream. Let someone who actually is involved with the community and who plays the game host the dev streams in these Q&A sessions. At least they know not to ask about She-Hulk because they know she's not officially confirmed. Like, holy, that's could have all been avoided if they literally reached out to Laajune and was like, "Hey, we want to do a stream," but they're like, "Oh, that's fine. We do Xbox. You know, we gotta get the Xbox people." You know, I'm like, bruh. At least give the dude prep before the interview. I need to host these things. They don't want me to host these things. I will. I might bring up She-Hulk as a hypothetical. I might do something like that. Like they don't like me anyway, but yeah, they definitely don't want me hosted. I mean they get a ton of traffic, but they definitely don't like me enough to let me host. That's why I was like, let Laajune do it, let Bob do it. You know, Bob's a very, very professional. He could do it, like, or at least prep. Like, where's the new community manager? They have a new community manager there. Where's Crystal PR guy? Didn't they tell? Why wouldn't they tell Technique beforehand? Hey, usually when there's interviews to promote, you know, certain things like products or movies or anything, the PR will give the host talking points or points of emphasis that they want to hit to promote their thing, and off limit stuff that they aren't able to talk about. So why wouldn't the PR been like, hey, thanks for hosting, by the way, don't talk about leaks and unconfirmed heroes and stuff like that, so don't talk about She-Hulk, don't talk about Winter Soldier or anything like that, because there are rumors or leaks, they're not confirmed, and we don't want to entertain that. That's literally all you had to do, and the whole thing would have been avoided. She-Hulk was already announced by Miller, and Miller's might as well be CD at this point. He might as well be counted, because he's pretty much always right. So he might as well. We know She-Hulk is confirmed by Miller. Considered confirmed. You think you know tricks, but you don't. But you totally do. Yeah, we know what questions to ask. That's probably part of the reason why they don't want someone like me doing it, because I do know what questions to ask. And Brian was definitely not want me asking the questions that he knows I'm going to ask. Alex and AJ were cool. Like that interview was fun. When we interviewed, we had that round table with Alex and AJ. That was dope. Miller and Menace play that Nick Fury scene and be back in a minute. Bob or me. I would be an amazing host, but they hate me so much that there's no way. There's no way they will let me do it. I would crush it, but they hate me so much. It would not happen. If it was Alex or AJ, I could do it, but Brian will never let me host an interview with him. He will never let it happen. Snick's tricks are for kids, ridiculous. Gameplay would be $1,000 of error, but then you have to hide the cheese. I know how to hide the cheese on. Bro, they don't even pay attention, bro. They had John. I remember those early dev streams. They literally had Jon Snow on there using his save wizard build, one-shotting everything, bro. They don't pay attention. As long as I'm not doing infinite Bifrost, they don't care. Next stream, they would straight up leak and show us gameplay, and they would be like, Miller, we not confirm anything. What would She-Hulk's range be? Throwing rocks? From what I'm hearing, could be throwing rocks, and could be throwing rocks, but could also be throwing like people as part of it. Not that much of a host person. You ask questions. I mean, it depends. It depends on who's hosting. I mean, it depends on who I'm interviewing. Like I already did the whole thing with Brian and AJ, so that was pretty fun. If I had Brian there, I would probably have some fun with it. I'd be like, oh well, I tried not to troll. I get the important community questions out the way first that people actually want to know, rather than a show. I'd ask them about expanded accessibility options. I'd ask them about I'd ask them about the emote wheel. I'd ask them about loadouts and join in progress. I'd ask them specifically about their plans for implementing more villains. Do they have a way to more easily churn out villain sectors so that they could potentially, hypothetically, have like a Namor villain sector to line up with War for Wakanda? Or is the plan for the villain pipeline to be less villains, but and so as to tie to the story, but instead have more multiplayer game mode editions, such as a horde mode or something like that? Emote will cost money. Literally everything in gaming costs money to make. Anything they add to the game costs money to make. But an emote would actually be a way to drive revenue, because there's no incentive for people to buy emotes because there's no emote will. But if you have an emote will, that incentivizes people to buy more emotes, and it will incentivize them to actually make more and better emotes so that they can sell them. So that's why the emote will is not just a thing that players want because it's cool. It's something that would also benefit them. Yeah, Alice, you could talk to them for a good while. Same. Think you know you don't? Throwing legal textbooks. The She-Hulk throwing legal textbooks would be hilarious. I remember that you tossed some shade in those questions. There might be a little shade. There might be a little shade. Is the Omega level threat good for Iron Man? The Omega level threat is good for everybody. The Omega level threat's main function is to provide you with superior gear. Superior gear helps you get your power level up beyond 150. So the Omega level threat is good once you hit 150 to get your heroes up to 160. You play a combination of events, the Omega level threat, the raid. The Omega level threat is a lot easier to get through than the raid, even though it still requires 4 people initially. You can fight the Vinyl Ball solo if need be, but it's a lot faster to get through, and it gets you that superior gear. Some of the gear they drop is okay. Mostly it's not that good, but you can get some good tachyons. You can get some good cosmic surge perks there. They also have a chance of dropping tachyon surge gear as well. But yeah, the Omega level threat is good for every character. There's no real mission that's character specific. It's like all these missions, all this in-game content, you should be using it for any character that you're trying to level up and get superior gear for. Sadot and Bob should be the voice of the players. That would be an interesting contrast of voices. Bob duck and weave, this polite British guy, and me coming in like, "You're what it do rag gang." America. Pew 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 pew. Freedom, yeah. Pew 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 pew. You want to sell some of the skins I bought? What, like sell them back to Crystal Dynamics for a refund? Hope she stomps the ground and the rock comes up. She punches that enemy. Oh, literally earthbending. That'd be fun. I should vote yes on your thing in the feedback section of the Discord. I rarely go into that Discord. They don't even update it. What's up? I'll check it out though. What's up, Joe Buster? Another trash. Come on, Miller, leak something. I'm mad that the only leak this week so far has been from Crystal Dynamics. Their dev stream. Holy. Winter Soldier will be welcome. 100% agree. I will welcome him with open arms. Well, tomorrow we should get a skin reveal. I'm predicting it'll be either Jane or, well, they already teased the Hulk, the Thor Love and Thunder one. Thor's Love and Thunder outfit. So I'm predicting they're gonna tease Jane's tomorrow, but we'll see. I'll see you guys then though. I'm gonna get out of here. Appreciate the support. Thank you to all the new members. Thank you for the donos as well that I got yesterday. It was very, very nice from BTB. Hopefully it's a banger, and hopefully Miller, the Elite God, blesses us with something new. I'm Sadot the Game.